Welcome to the Z Artist. I am an artist, just like I assume. So, here's how I learned how to draw digitally without having a tablet. So, I was born in Zambia. Of course, I keep saying this. Just ignore me if I say this too many times. And growing up, like, digital art was not really a thing that was very common around, so me just like liking how to draw because I was drawing since I was 10. I was always fascinated, like, how do they make these cartoons, like, how do they move? I always wished that I could draw, because I could draw physically, so I always wished that what I was drawing physically would look like the way those shows looked when I saw them on TV. And I just found, like, how do they do that? Like, what's the difference? Do they just like scan the paper and then it looks like that? So it would really trouble me until, when I was 15, I found there was this old laptop that my dad used to keep in like the family room. There was just one old laptop. So he used to carry all his like more advanced laptops with Windows 10 and Windows 8, but the one that was at home just had like Windows 7, and not like the updated Windows 7, like the earlier Windows 7. The one that came just after Windows Vista. So it was just the old Windows 7, and it just had paint on it. So one day I was like using that the family PC, and then I saw paint, and I was like, hey, this thing is for drawing, Like I never used to, use paint. I just used to see it, used to just use the word art thing, but never actually draw on it. So I just attempted and started drawing, stick figures with just like the mouse and the laptop. I started drawing the stick figures, and I used to make little short comics with it, and they looked absolutely horrendous. They were so bad, man. Like if you use Microsoft Paint, very well. It was like pixelated. It was so bad, but like it hyped me up. I was like, okay, I can make this thing. I can do this. I can produce a cartoon show at the age of 15. I can do these things. So I started. Researching and looking if like there are, because Paint must not be the only app that does this. And then when I searched online, I found there are actually other apps. So I ended up getting at that time, what was it called? There was a certain app. I don't know. I got a version of a certain a much better drawing app that was also used to create like manga. So when I saw what this one could do and the lines were smooth, there was a stabilizer and everything, then I really just like went in on it. I used to draw almost like every time after school when I'm not watching any shows. I would rush to the laptop and start drawing on it, and I used to like experiment. And again, no tablet. I had no tablet. I couldn't draw like the way I naturally draw physically, so I used to use a mouse. I used to just maneuver my hand with the mouse, and it took some time to coordinate like my brain and mouse, like just how you like when you're playing with a controller for the first time. It takes time for your reactions to adjust. So it became like playing a video game, but I'm drawing. So one hand on the mouse as if I'm playing a video game, and then it's showing up on the app, and I'm drawing. So over time I got used to the feel of it and the angling of it. Of course, I had tools that helped me to stabilize the lines, because the difficult part of drawing with the mouse is that your lines it's difficult to stabilize your lines. So you really have to like, tilt your hand in a way that you can allow that to happen. And over time, it started to progress, and slowly and slowly I started to progress, and I started to get better. And while I was doing that, I was also like looking up videos and researching on how to draw better. So I would see how people would do that, how they would design their characters. And over time, it started to look better. It's like I'm not at that level, like top tier level, even now, 10 years later. I'm not at that level. I'm a professional amateur, and yet I am more pleased with how it's looking now, because now I actually understand the whole process. As before, I was experimenting. So yeah, just with a mouse and tilting my hand. Yeah, eventually I got a PC that had Windows 10, but yeah, still to this day, I've never used the drawing tablet. Even right now, as you're seeing the art in the background, I'm not using a drawing tablet. What I do to make it easier for myself is I draw it physically, I scan it, then I draw on my laptop with a mouse, because I still don't have a drawing tablet. So that's what I